everyone, so today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel that I've always kind of wanted to do, and in the recent months I have become a face mask junkie. I love all kinds of, whether it's a sheet mask, a rub-in mask, a wash-off mask, a peel-off mask, any kind of clay mask, just really any mask in general. I have become a super huge fan of. So I have quite a few different masks, so I thought it would be fun to do kind of like a little mini series and, you know, maybe every couple days do a mask of the day where I use a different face mask. I'll tell you a little bit about the product, what it's supposed to be good for, where I got it, how much it is, how much you get, stuff like that, as well as show you guys what the mask looks like and how it wears on the face and everything like that, and just kind of let you guys know what I think about them. So similar to kind of like my buy or bye videos, similar but more of just kind of an overall general product review. So I'm thinking about doing these maybe like once a week or something like that, but today I'm going to be doing my very first one, and the first mask I'm going to be reviewing is this one, and it's by the brand Pew, I think that's how you say it, and this is the Rub-In Gelato mask in the pistachio scent, and I got this from collectionk.com. It is a Korean beauty website with skincare and all kinds of stuff, and I loved the packaging of this. It is so beautiful, so I thought this would be the perfect one to start with. So in this product you get 100 milliliters of product, and the price of this, I got it for $10.23 from collectionk.com. I also have a coupon code in case you guys are interested in placing an order from them. I'll have that linked below. And then just a little bit about the ingredients in it. So it says it has pistachio seed extracts, which are rich in beta carotene. Next is peppermint water, which is supposed to be good for skin cooling and moisturizing your skin. There's also green clay in here, and that's supposed to be good for cleansing your pores and also minimizing the appearance of pores. And then finally there is adzuki bean extract in here, which is what kind of makes up the exfoliation kind of property of this, and that's just supposed to be a gentle exfoliant. So this is what the actual product looks like. It is this kind of green clay mask, and it has little bits of like the adzuki bean in it, again, like I said, for exfoliation. So one thing that strikes me as a little bit different about this is the scent of it is it's a very unusual scent. I think most of the scent comes from the adzuki bean, but it doesn't really necessarily smell like pistachio to me personally. I mean, it does have a tiny bit of like a kind of like an herbally, nutty kind of smell to it. I'm gonna say it's not my favorite scent, but I like the actual mask enough to use it. So if you're super sensitive to scents, you might not like this mask. I don't think it's the worst smell in the world. It's just a really peculiar smell. It's like a nutty smell with like a slight kind of sweetness to it, and then something really just herbally about it. It's definitely a really peculiar scent. So another thing I like to do, especially for masks that do not come with like their own little scoop or spatula, is to apply it with a brush. So this is just one of my favorite ones to apply it with. You can use really anything. This is the e.l.f. angled foundation brush. This is just one that I had. There's nothing super fancy about it. It's just like a flat foundation brush, and it's a synthetic fiber, so it's really easy to clean. You don't have to get this one. You can use like the $1 foundation brush, and that would work just as well. This is just what I had. Okay, so I dampened my face with a washcloth, and now I'm going to apply the mask. So the scent is definitely very prominent, I would say. I definitely can smell this on my face, and especially when it dries down, it's not kind of like the scent goes away. It's very prominent, I would say. I think that the product spreads pretty well, especially if you use a brush. I just find it super easy to apply. So this is the mask freshly applied. Then what you can do is just take your fingers and rub it around and massage the bean extract, and that is supposed to again be a gentle exfoliant. So now that I have rubbed it in for a couple minutes, now I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I'm gonna let this mask dry for about 15 to 20 minutes until it seems like it's all the way dry. Okay, so I've left the mask on for about 20-ish minutes, and it is completely dry. This one I think definitely would dry a lot faster in about maybe like maybe like 13 minutes it would be dry. As far as like how tightening the mask is, it definitely does have a tightening feel on the skin, but it's not as tight as some other masks I've tried. I have some that like make it feel like you have like Botox face or something, but this one I feel like I can like move my face around. It's not extra tight. So if that's something you don't like, this one I would say has a very like moderate kind of tightening feeling. It's definitely one of the more uglier masks, especially with like all these little like bean particles on. But yeah, so the scent is still very noticeable. So again, if you're not a huge fan of the scent, you know, it is pretty noticeable throughout the whole time wearing it. So now I'm gonna go wash off the mask and tell you guys how my skin feels, how easy it was to remove and things like that. Okay, so I just removed the mask. My skin feels very, very soft and very like smooth and like very nicely exfoliated. I can feel like on some of my breakout areas where I had like little dry flakes, definitely those are a little bit smoother, a little less flaky. One thing I do have to say with this particular mask, especially because of the adzuki beans, you definitely do have to like pay a little bit more attention to like washing this off and stuff. You can't really just kind of like, you know, swipe and be done, because you will get these little like little bean fragment pieces all over your face, and I find that sometimes I have to kind of like go back and like pick off a couple, you know, of them. They remind me a little bit of like popcorn kernel flakes, you know. This one is a little bit more tedious to clean up rather than other masks that don't have those kind of particles in it. And another thing I find with this clay mask is that with some other clay masks, whenever you rehydrate it, it kind of like turns back into a clay. This one I think you have to soak it a little bit more. It kind of tends to be a little bit more crumbly rather than just melting right back into like a hydrated clay form. So again, you just kind of have to take a little bit more time to kind of clean this one up a bit, and it can leave a tiny bit of a mess in your sink. So just, you know, overall it's a little bit messier of a mask. But that is pretty much it for the first mask of the day video. I have a lot of face masks that I will be doing over the next few weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.